Hello and welcome to Adventures and Pop-Ups. I am Rachel and this is where you come to learn tips, tricks, hacks, and mods, camping experiences, and campsite reviews for your pop-up camping adventures. Today we're going to talk about meal planning. We are getting ready for another big trip and I just want to talk to you about what we're doing and walk you through what we've got going on. First of all, I know I've mentioned it before, but have a good list. I will put this link down below. And this is my camp food itinerary. We are actually going with another family who happens to have some dairy-free children. So a lot of the stuff that I'm showing you today is either dairy-free or has dairy-free options included. Now, let's talk about Sloppy Joes. This is a large batch of Sloppy Joes that I have pre-made. This happens to be ground beef, ground bison, and some cooked quinoa. And then I mixed in ketchup, mustard, relish, can of tomato paste, salt, pepper, brown sugar, do how you like it. And then freeze it. I like to freeze it in a vacuum seal bag because then what I do is I bring my pressure cooker. You can use a regular pot, is fine. But I just use it to boil water, and I happen to know that this fits in my pressure cooker, my 8-quart, perfectly. And so I bring water to a boil in there, and I put it in, let it boil. I turn it over a few times so that it gets cooked all the way through, or heated. It's already cooked, so I don't have to worry about that. Put it on some buns, good to go. Now, I would like to talk to you about this. I actually just kind of invented this and I think it's going to be great. I'll let you know. This is a on-the-go kit frozen for coconut curry chicken. I love coconut curry chicken. I never was a big fan of curry, and then I tried it with the coconut milk in it. It is so good. A little bit sweet. Anyway, so what I did was, this is 2 bags of frozen Asian vegetable mix. You can use whatever you like. And then on the bottom I have frozen cooked chopped up chicken, so it's ready to go. Then in the front, you can kind of see here, I have another separate bag inside of there where I've already measured out the ingredients to the curry, the garlic powder. I'll put the recipe down below. And then so I've already got it in there, but that's not going to cook with it. I'm going to pull it out separate, and then I'm going to mix that and heat it through with coconut milk. Normally it's 1 can, but this is a double batch, so it's going to be 2 cans of coconut. Again, 2 families. That's going to be good and easy peasy. Now, I made a big old batch of breakfast burritos, and the people we're camping with actually have a microwave, so that's very fancy. I was just going to, I don't know, saute it or put it in foil over a campfire. I don't even know what I was going to do. These have yellow pepper, potato, egg, onion, a little bit of garlic hummus I threw in there. Some of them have salsa, some of them have cheese. This one happens to be dairy-free, so I just skipped the cheese, and I didn't use butter when I was making the eggs. Shh, don't tell anybody. They won't even know the difference. What else? I've already mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again in case you missed it. Freeze juice boxes and other things like that and use it instead of ice. We haven't even used ice our last several trips because we freeze everything possible and it keeps everything cold for days. And then I'll just stick it in the fridge or even just leave it out to thaw, depending on how soon I want it thawed. I've done this with applesauce cups, fruit cups, juice, anything that can act like an ice cube. And then of course we freeze as much meat as possible as well. Let's talk about coffee creamer. This is from the Dollar Tree and it is shelf stable. So I've got like 3 of these that I'm just gonna have ready. Once you open it, you have to refrigerate it, but this way you don't have to worry about it going bad. Also, not a fan of the chemicals in here. This is real cream, and this is actually also from the Dollar Tree. It came in a 2-pack, and I think it's the perfect little travel size creamer. This obviously needs to stay in the cooler, and then when the fridge is cold, it'll stay in the fridge, so it's handy. And I love making my own creamer. Sometimes I get elaborate, sometimes I don't. A lot of times I just make up my own thing. I'll throw a shot of coffee flavors or chocolate syrup, any number of things, or just use half and half. But I really like using actual real cream. If you've ever read the ingredients, I'm just not even going to do that to you. You can read your own ingredients and decide for yourself, but we are camping. I want some shelf-stable things. Let me tell you some other ideas of what we're doing, because the other family we're going with is also making half the meals, so I don't have everything to show you. Let's see. Sandwiches, sloppy joes, breakfast burritos, Lunchables, which homemade Lunchables. I'm not a fan of the ripoff, just saying. Walking tacos, that's where you do the ground beef, the taco meat ahead of time and freeze it. And then you can do a vacuum seal bag with that too, or however you want to reheat it. Reheat it, put it on top of a little personal size Doritos or Fritos, and then you can throw on all your toppings and eat it out of the bag with, I assume, a fork. I have not done this before. I've heard wonderful things. Please let me know. Have you tried walking tacos? I think they're awesome. I'm excited to try them. We're doing an egg bake, PBJs, chicken ramen casserole, cereal, brats and dogs, hot dogs over the campfire. And if you want to know a good fire starter, I do also have that in another video, so check it out. And I explain our best fire starter so far that we've tried. Steaks and potatoes over the campfire. Pancakes one morning. The friends that we're going with have a Blackstone, so they're going to use their big old griddle. We're not that fancy, so we're kind of excited about that. Curry chicken. Voila, ready to go. And oh, I did not say that I will boil rice to serve it over rice. A leftover day, instant oatmeal is really easy for camping. My kids love it. We never have it at home. So when we're camping, it's like, ooh, can we have the instant oatmeal? And they get to pick a flavor, and all you do is add boiling water. I'm sure it has some not so good imitation flavoring or whatnot in there, but sometimes it's fun. Potato soup, that's a dried mix that I'm just going to have with me to whip up with water. Southwest chicken and rice, I'm just going to whip up some black beans, canned chicken, corn, rice, whatever else I feel like throwing in there, and call it dinner. And then for some of our traveling days, I just build in a fast food here, a sandwich making trip there, and I just kind of fill it in and pad it with lots of snacks. Gotta have the snacks. I just made actually a bunch of Chex Mix for the road, for traveling. It's so easy to just bust it out. It's not dairy free. I'm sure there's a way to do dairy free options, but I just did the way I always do it, and we'll have to have other choices for the dairy free children. All right, so that's a little bit of what we're going to be eating for the next 10, 11 days. This is going to be a big trip. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to show you our adventures when we get back or as we can. There will be a new video every Monday, and I'd like to throw a little bonus content on there too, so show you some sneak peeks of where we're going. We're going to have so much fun. Praying for great weather, good times, lots of swimming, lots of sightseeing, hiking, all the stuff. And I can't wait to share it with you. Be sure and check out our other videos. We have an awesome camper tour video if you want to see what this place looks like and see how we fit a family of 6 in here. It's very easy, actually. You wouldn't believe how much space is in this thing. If you haven't seen my other camping meal prep video, check it out. It has completely different recipes in it. It has different tips and tricks for you, and if you're looking for ideas, I've got them. Also, I'm still looking for ideas. I don't want to make the same thing every time, so if you have ideas, drop me some comments. Let me know what your favorite camping meal is, because I do not have the corner on everything. I am here learning, and I want to learn from you too. So I hope you enjoy your adventures. I hope you enjoy learning from our adventures. And please be happy campers. Have fun. Adventures and pop-ups.